period in both here and in New Jersey. So it's a team that, Ron Fogarty seemed to say is coming on into this series with a lot of confidence, and you'd be juiced up to play any quarterfinal series. They feel really juiced up. Here's Farrell shooting a save by Porter. Rebound, score! And Harvard breaks the ice in game one. And who else but Sean Farrell?
Things seemingly pretty quiet in the opening 3.5 minutes or so. It's this cross-ice feed, or the cross-ice feed happened prior to the beginning of that replay there, that came across for Farrell that really opened up that wide side of the net. You see Porter trying to flail back to get into the open area. He just told us he was going to start a bunch of Massachusetts natives. 6 guys, including the goalie, all 5 skaters and the goalie, Bay Staters, native of this great Commonwealth. And what did he say at the end of our phone call, Justin?
I'm really tired of the dropkick Murphys.
Exactly.
Here's a shot on Gibson. He made the stop. Rebound was there for Pito Walton, but his stick was lifted by Sean Farrell. Some good chances for Princeton after allowing the goal. DAC in shots on goal per game. Harvard second in the final ECAC standings behind the regular season champ Quinnipiac. Blocker saved by Gibson once again. Bobcats are at home to play Yale tonight in one of the other 3 quarterfinals outside of this one.
Glaring mistake that stands out to me as we look at the the
1 seed Quinnipiac.
To be fair to Princeton, they did finish in a tie for 7th place. So if they were, traditionally a 7 seed would be in here to play the 2 seed, they almost were the 7 seed. Same number of points, but obviously lost out of the tiebreaker.
Ian Moore plays different this season, and obviously it's worked well to the tune of a 21-6-2 overall record for a team that comes into this tournament, Craig, and this is important, with their NCAA berth pretty much locked up. The question is, how high can Harvard be seeded in that tournament? Princeton obviously needs to win the Whitelaw Cup to get the at-large bid. As he's one of those rare guys that was actually selected after his first year in college. Ian Moore, good pass for Coronado. He got bumped off the puck, though, able to win it back. And now the Tigers flip it out of the zone, thanks to Brendan. When you fall behind, it's about as difficult to come back as anybody in this league, probably outside of Quinnipiac, which is as good defensively as anyone you'll ever see. Nick Karabin just took out Matt Coronado.
What a hit. Looked like a whole bunch of shoulder into chest to me. Clean, hard, and just edge.
Total shots on goal were 10-6 in Harvard's favor. Face-offs were even. Sean Farrell leaves it back for Henry Thrun, and in deep now it's Zach Karpa. Back out to the point. It's Thrun firing just over the bar. It's a wicked shot from the blue line from one of the Harvard captains, Henry Thrun. Seedham and Rubin behind the net fighting for it. Thrun able to keep this in the zone, but it's knocked away from him by Murphy. This is delayed offside, so Rubin will touch it up. Goal advantage for Harvard. Here's Zach Karpa playing in his first game in a little more than a month for Harvard. Farrell circling in the zone. Sean Farrell getting to the side of the net. It hit off Cronin's leg and went wide. Now it's Coronado. Long offensive shift for Harvard. This is what this line more than any other can do. Just wear down an opponent. Farrell again, backhands one in front, off Rubin's leg and out to Henry Thrun. Coronado steers it along. Farrell behind the net, hit it off the back of the net. Now it's John Farinacci just on one-timer. Farrell just wide off the deflection. This is what Harvard does, right? They've never left the zone, and they've been able to execute most of a line change here. Farinacci once again, and Kennedy able to break up that pass and flip it out to center. But if you're going to have to play with a backup goalie, I guess it's a good thing he had 7 starts in a row before the postseason came.
Absolutely. No doubt about that.
Rubin for Gorman. Stop now, Karpa. Coronado tags up onside. It's just outside the zone at the moment and finally comes free for Rubin. Low shot game, only 25 on goal combined between the two teams. Ian Murphy ahead towards Gorman. Murphy and the Gorman brothers, the top line for Princeton. Now it's Sean Farrell. Sends it in and chases after it. Very long time without a whistle here. Farinacci in for Alex Laferriere. Miami took some big hit from Farinacci. This game, and in the 4-5 game, a little bit of a battle back from Colgate. They were down 3-0 after one. It's now 3-2 against St. Lawrence. No lead is safe. That's what you said, right? And Farrell gets tripped up, and Harvard's going to go to the power play for the first time tonight. Nick Carabin's going to go to the box, and a big opportunity for the Crimson. And let's check in with David Korzanowski.
Thanks, guys. A key.
Coronado firing. It was blocked in front. Kennedy a little bit shaken up, though. Holding onto his arm in front of the net there. There's Sean Farrell delaying with it. Ian Moore across for Coronado. In deep. Farinacci in front. They score! Walton flips this one up high. Stopped there by Ryan Healy again, but he gave it away. Tigers with an opportunity here, and a good back check by Sean Farrell. Leads the Harvard break. Coronado drops it behind, gets it back, and a good recovery by Seitz, or else Farrell was going to have an open net. Coronado again fires. Porter the stop, and a whistle.
Harvard goals. Certainly the third one, he had no chance. It was 0% his fault. If the second one changed direction, it depends on if that one changed direction. You could argue, I think, either way, whether or not he would want that one back.
There's Seedham across. Farrell didn't get a shot away. The rebound's home. Laferriere with two, and Farrell's got two of his own.
That's a back-breaking goal right there for Harvard. Opening 33 seconds, a fan on it from Farrell, and right as we're saying that Aiden Porter doesn't want a goal back, Aiden Porter wants that back. He just stumbled, he fell. Sorry to be talking during that, Justin, and just stumbled down there.
Yeah, and look how many Harvard names are on that list since the 14-15 season.
List here, a lot of Harvard players as well, and guys who have had phenomenal careers and still do have phenomenal hockey careers.
There's Seedham with it for Harvard, trying to find Karpa, again playing in his first game in just over a month. His last game was the Quinnipiac loss that Harvard suffered here. It's the last time that Harvard's actually lost a game.
February 3rd, I believe.
And for all you Northeastern fans out there, as Craig told you earlier, yes, you won Beanpot, but officially it goes down as a tie. Karpa lost the puck. Good chance for Kirsten. Gibson made the save. Kirsten had the 2 goals late in the win against Union last weekend. And a great opportunity there to try and get this back to 4-2.
And Farrell and Laferriere, frankly, about their buy-in defensively. They're not just offensive stars. They play a full 200-foot game, and you saw that on display from Coronado a minute ago.
Tigers have not gotten a shot on this power play yet, and it doesn't look like they will at all as Jimenez puts that back to center. Back to even strength. Pretty dominant kill there. Right off the kill. Gibson makes an incredible save. And now some of these players starting to get into it. I think Gorman got pushed into Gibson, and Gibson took offense.
Yeah, mostly harmless there.
A lot of Harvard names on the All-Ivy League teams that were announced the other day. Ian Moore delaying with the puck, gets it to Karpa. Farrell dancing in, and he was poke-checked by the goalkeeper there in Porter. Farrell's asking for it back right now. Puck wedged up against the boards. Coronado took it. Harvard's plenty content to play this game.
Washington Capitals draft pick back in 18.
Move this forward. Thrun for the empty net. He scores.